But it's saying, oh wait.
Make it happen. Make it happen, Ron. Come on. I'm having mocos.
Get your finger out of your butt.
You caught me.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's Wednesday night. I don't know what the date is today. Is it September 3rd?
It is the 3rd, Ron.
September 3rd, 2025. And always, it's Ron here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I have with me this evening.
I'm his older and much better looking brother, Mike in Amarillo.
Armadillo. Awesome. So Mike just backstage was telling me, you said you guys were like 100 degrees today?
It was up in the upper 90s. It was about 95 or so. It's going to be hotter tomorrow. And then the rest of the week should be like in the 70s. Yes.
100 degrees here is like I need a jacket.
I thank you. My air conditioning condenser thanks you. My utility bills thank you. God.
Yeah, we're at that stage here in Vegas now. I'm like, I'm ready for some cooler weather.
I really am. I won't lie.
It really wasn't that bad of a summer this year here in Vegas.
It wasn't. That's a great point. I don't know what it's like, out there in the desert, but here in the high plains, it's had pockets of heat.
Yeah,
but not as bad as it's been for a couple of years. So I'm thankful for that. Listen. Utility bills still. My condenser is so old that each time it goes on, I hear it laughing out there.
Almost.
Yeah, that's you, stupid idiot. What do you see this bill?
Almost. So I know we didn't really have an agenda or a subject to talk about, but I have to talk about this.
Bring it.
If you don't know me, I'm a TikToker. I love TikTok. I get sucked into that black hole, every morning or afternoon. You think you're watching for 15 minutes, you look down, it's 2 hours later.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's brutal. So yesterday, 2 days ago, I was watching TikTok, and I like watching the things to watch on Netflix, or what scary movies or whatever documentary. So I was watching this one about a documentary. And the documentary is called Unknown Number High School Catfish. And I'm like, okay. So I get to watching it. And the premise of the story is there's these two kids that start getting cyberbullied. They're boyfriend and girlfriend. They're like 13, 14 years old, young love in the middle of Podunk, Michigan somewhere. And they start getting these weird text messages. The girl is Lauren, and the boy's name is Owen. And it's just the girl is getting just blasted. Owen hates you. He's not going to be with you. He's with me. And it gets like uberly explicit. Like I'm a 56-year-old man. It made me blush some of the stuff that was being said on these things. And this went on for over a year. To where these two kids didn't know what to do with it. The police are involved. The parents are involved. We don't have we got two people on right now, so I hope I don't ruin it for anybody. But I just have to tell you, Mike, this was the whole point of it. We're sitting there, and Michelle's like, "Oh, that's got to be like an older boy writing that stuff, because that's pretty gross." And I'm like, "No, that sounds like an adult that's writing this shit." It was the girl's own mother.
Wow.
Doing all of this. To the point of where she's texting her own kid, "You should just kill yourself." And the only way she got caught, and God bless law enforcement, because the local police really hands were tied, really much they couldn't do. But when the FBI got involved, what she was doing was she was using one of these third-party phone places, like apps where you can change your phone number and make it unknown, whatever, what have you.
Yeah.
So they went in, and FBI is like, we're gonna go through and run all these numbers through it. So the mother of Owen says, Owen, let me have all your friends' phone numbers and people from school, and FBI runs it through the database, and no hits, nothing on this thing. And so finally mom's like, you know what? Just give the FBI your phone. They do a contact dump into this database, whatever the hell it does. And the fucking mom's phone number, ping, 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 ping. Dude, we're talking like, Mike, tens of thousands of text messages, to the point where, I mean, some of them were, I hate to be real explicit, but we're like, you know, oh, he likes, you know, his dick in my pussy in his mouth. And I mean, it's just like, oh my, and I just, the girl's mom. Dude, I'm just like,
wow.
I mean, Michelle and I, we were sitting on the couch together, and we were both just kind of like, I'm sorry, did I hear that correctly? Yeah, all right, sorry to blab on there, but I just had to share that. I mean, who's JC? Mike, this must be a friend of yours.
Well, there's why I don't do TikTok. Because of things like that. That's, you know, look, I see enough crap. Lonely in the chat. I got no idea.
I don't know. JC, you want to identify yourself? Identify yourself.
I'm pretty sure we want to leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have one for you.
What do you got?
I've been trying desperately. You know, we had a tree that blew down, and I've had a tree that's been dead in the backyard.
Oh, the Uncle Ken tree.
Yeah, that's a great way to call it. It's going to be called from now on. Thank you, Ron. It's going to be the Uncle Ken tree. I should have taken it down like a year ago, and I haven't done it. Well, we had a windstorm at the beginning of the year, summer, and it blew the damn thing down onto the house, right? So I've got it's nothing big. The roof is still structurally fine. It, you know, screwed up a soffit and messed up a gutter. Outside of that, everything's fine. Every time I see Uncle Ken or we speak, it's not, hey, Mike, how are you? What's up? It's, hey, is that tree down yet?
Right.
I mean, even at the wedding, we're sitting next to each other. And he sits down, and I swear to you, the first thing he says is, it's not, hey, how are you? Love you. This is exciting. Hey, that tree down yet? No. So guess what my wife and I did a couple of days ago?
What did you do, Mike?
We got out there, and I've been telling Uncle Ken, look, the reason why the tree's not down is because my chainsaw has decided to run for 10 seconds and then die. So I'm just too old and lazy to get into the damn thing. And it's probably something to do with the carburetor and that kind of crap. So right. I run to Harbor Freight. They have a pole saw for $49. Nice. And I'm thinking, the hell with it. You know, it's if nothing else, it's a disposable $49 tool. I get it, and it's actually very nice. I won't lie. It's pretty awesome. So we get out there, we're taking it down, you know, section by section. It's about 40 feet tall. So my little wife and I are cutting it down in sections. And we get it down to the last section, and I decided to switch places with Carolyn. Because I had a rope around the last section I want to pull down. And I said, baby, go ahead and let me do this. I don't trust the way this thing is going to fall. So I'm yanking on it, and finally it snaps. So I start to, as best I can, I start to run away. And as I'm running, I feel doink right at the top of my head. And I thought, well, and it's been forever since I've been knocked in the noggin. So I'm trying to just determine, am I okay? Am I
bleeding?
I'm sort of wobbly for a second, but I'm wobbly anyway. And so Carolyn comes over, helps me, you know, so I go sit down for a little bit. Well, nothing happened. I think it was just a small twig kind of thing that got me. So that's all good. So I decide I'm going to go outside and take pictures of it and send these pictures to my Uncle Ken, who I love and adore. And so this will be, that's what's left of it. and that's about 6 feet. And
Gotcha.
the light brown is where the other huge branch was that broke off at the beginning of summer and hit the house, right?
Gotcha.
So that's what's left. And I sent that to him, and I waited a little bit before I sent this one. And I want you to take a look at this, all right, and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Okay. I looked at it and I thought, son of a bitch, the fucking tree is flipping me off. So I sent that to Uncle Ken, and he wrote back and said, I agree. I think the tree is flipping you off. So I get to work today. Yeah, exactly. So I get to work today, and one of the girls I work with, I've known Morgan Tanner for years. I have a really funny story that she shared with me not long ago, back when I was, a big star here in Amarillo. And I'll share that with you later. But she comes into my office, and she's laughing. And she says, hey, I have to tell you something. I saw your Facebook post where you and your wife cut that tree down. And I said, yeah, it wasn't easy, but we finally got it down. And Morgan says, I had to laugh, though, because Michael J., it looks like that tree's flipping you off. And I thought, that's wonderful, man. At least she saw the same thing I did. So, it was just funny because I looked at it and I thought, son of a bitch, I think that thing is flipping me off. I'm going to leave it there for a while. So, yeah,
Just
it's
leave it there.
That's the Uncle Ken tree. That's what he's been riding my tail about. And it's finally cut down. And I've had people ask, so you got firewood for the winter? For as much as we burn our fireplace in the winter, that'll get me through maybe a night. I don't know.
So what you need to do is peel the bark off of that and sand down a nice smooth spot and take a hot iron or something and just engrave Ken in the stump.
You know what? Consider that done. Consider it done. I'll use my laser printer. I'll use my laser engraver.
But you have to make sure it's facing the house so you can see it. Maybe it's flipping off Uncle Ken.
It could be. It could be. Maybe
it was Uncle Ken in the tree.
It was having mercy for me. Show this to your Uncle Ken, Mike. Okay. Oh, man. So, it's had me wondering, what will Uncle Ken and I talk about moving forward?
Right.
I mean, I have to go mess something up.
Well, you said it damaged the soffit, so I guess you need to fix the soffit as well.
Yeah, I've got to fix. It's not a big damage. It's pretty much just where I'm not even sure what it is, but it's like the trim where the gutter would attach. It took out a little section of it, so I've replaced some of that already. And yeah, it just needs. It's fine. It could have been worse, man. It really could have been. In fact, Carolyn came in after we took the tree down, and she says, there's still a branch up on our roof. I said, yeah, I know there is. I'm just too fat and lazy to get up there.
Did you hear that, Uncle Ken? There's still a branch on the roof. There you go. You just answered your own question, Mike. I wonder who's going to
leave it up there. I'm going to leave it up there then. That'll give us something to talk about.
It'll blow off eventually.
Yeah, right. And maybe a giant squirrel will get up there and throw it down for me.
There you go.
Hit me in the head with it. Ugh.
So, Matt, I have to ask you, have you seen that documentary I was talking about earlier? I don't know if you were on or not, about that high school catfish show. I was talking about it at the beginning of the show.
Matt's a good man. He doesn't watch that kind of stuff. He's busy.
So because I watch it, I'm not a good man.
He doesn't.
I agree with the tree.
He doesn't have. Oh, yeah? Well, the tree to you.
Right, I'll show you some wood.
Right.
Or a little bark.
That's a whole different documentary.
That's right. Yeah.
Sponsored by.
Yeah. You gotta watch it, Matt. It's pretty crazy. But don't ruin it for you. But even still, just watching it and the memes that are coming off and the videos coming off on TikTok and Instagram and stuff of this chick, because when you see her, you'll understand why the memes are the way they are. Because I won't share that. I'll leave that for you to investigate on your own time.
Now, you kids have fun with that. I'm watching a documentary right now.
What are you watching?
I'm watching a documentary about FDR. He's not, TikToking anybody. It's just a fun little documentary. See, Ron,
I enjoy watching documentaries. Though.
I love watching documentaries.
There's some that are pretty interesting. There's some that are pretty stupid, like that. What's her name? Amber Rose. Is that her name? The one that was Munchausen by proxy. Her mom was, giving her stuff to make her feel sick, and then
yeah.
She ended up getting away and getting out, and then ended up having her boyfriend kill her mom. Like, oh yeah.
Well, she needs to get together with the mom of the thing you were just describing.
There you go. And listening to this mom try to justify why she did what she did, it is just the craziest shit you ever want to hear. Just I had that same look on my face. You're just kind of like,
really,
are you
man?
seriously trying to justify this? Yes, but did it flip somebody off?
Or hit him in the head as it came down?
Or leave evidence? Did you hear that, Uncle Ken? There's still a branch on the roof.
That's from the original part of the tree that fell down, though. It's nothing we did this weekend.
Oh, okay. All right.
But me and the little
tree?
Huh?
Is it from the same tree?
Yeah, it's the same tree. It's been up there
by association, buddy.
Hey, listen. It could be, I don't know, holding something down up there.
Holding on the tiles.
Could be. I don't know. Roof's about 10 years old, 10, 12 years old.
I will say that's one of the things about living in Las Vegas that I really don't care for, besides the heat, but is the flipping wind here. It is so windy here.
All right, everybody in Amarillo that may be looking in on this and will look at it later, listen to what he just said. It is so windy. It is so freaking windy. Come talk to me, and I'll show you when. Catch us here sometime around March, and I'll show you some wind.
You're going to show me wind just by talking to you, like you're full of hot air?
Could be. Never can tell.
Well, you know why Nevada is so windy, don't you?
Well, because does it have to do with the breaking wind?
Because California sucks.
But He'll be here all week, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. I'll be here all week, at least the rest of the night, anyway.
Tip well.
So did I see you? You were playing golf at an event recently?
No. Here's the thing, Ron. I showed up with clubs. Do I know how to use them? Fuck no. Listen. So one of the guys I work with ran by my office a week and a half ago, and he says, "Hey, you play golf, don't you?" And I thought, okay. And he says, "Listen,
the headlights look."
Yeah, there's an event coming up. Anyway, tell me what it was. And so I said, "Bryce, here's the deal. I own a set of clubs. I don't know where they are. It's been a long time since I played. And even when I do play, just because I own clubs doesn't mean I know what the hell I'm doing with them.
I know how to use them."
And so yeah, we went out and I played. Now, here's the thing. My long game is always been bad. I can't fairway shot a damn thing. But if I can get within 50 yards of the stick, I'm a player. We played probably 5 of my shots. In fact, we used, I think, 4 of my putts.
You played in a scramble.
Yeah, I played in a scramble. And but we're on one hole, and the young cats, not the young cats, but Lance Lawnert, who's actually from the Black Forest area. He's been a sports writer here in Amarillo for 30, 40 years. But he's on our team, and Bryce's son Patrick is on our team. And so we're at this hole. We're getting ready to tee off, right? This thing is 500-something yards with a terrible dog leg to the left. And so they get up on the tee, and they're actually discussing, okay, I think if I can get it over the trees,
make the cut.
that should make the cut, and it should put me about 80 yards away from the hole.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Cal, who's the other older guy on the team. He's actually our GM, and I'm looking at him like, are they actually talking about hitting the ball over those damn trees? So they get up there, and son of a bitch, they do.
Oh man.
Meanwhile, I get up there, and I'm just thinking, well, okay, one of two things is going to happen here. I'm either going to hit the ball, and it's going to go in that water, or I'm going to hit the ball, and it'll go about 40 yards in front of me. But at least
I'm going to shit myself.
But I'll find it. You know, that's my other thing is so long as I can see the ball, I can find it. No, I teed off and the ball went right into the hole. Right into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we get up, we go to find their ball. One cat's like 40 yards away from the cup, still kind of in the fairway. Lance's shot must have hit something, bounced over the green, and is just on the other side on a hill.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, how in the hell? But yeah, they're I think to myself, you guys are actually thinking about hitting the ball over the tree. Meanwhile, Cal and I are just thinking about, I hope the hell I can hit the ball.
They must be in their 30s.
No, actually, Patrick is probably around that age. Lance, I believe, is older than we are. I think Lance is about 65, 66.
Wow.
But he's healthy as hell. I mean, he shames me.
So I play every Thursday. I play, and then you see Uncle Ken's remarks, Mike. Playing with your balls is not the same as golf.
Yeah, well, that reminds me. I think I shared this story at Annie Lane's service, and it had to do with playing golf. When we were kids, I was up at Annie Lane and Uncle Ken's house. I think you guys, Uncle Ken, were living in Cherry Creek at the time. And you and Bob and Ronnie had gone off somewhere and left me alone. And so I'm snooping, right? I find Annie Lane's copy of Saturday Night Fever, the soundtrack. I put it on the record player, and I'm playing it. So I go out in the garage, and I found Uncle Ken's golf clubs.
Nice.
And I thought, hey, cool. So I found a ball and a club. There was a park kind of across the street from where they live. So I walk out there. I drop the ball on the grass, and I take a man swing at it. And that ball took off. I couldn't see where the hell it went. I thought, well, I probably killed somebody. So I picked up the club and ran back in the house and put the club back where I found it. Now, I can tell you, when I shared that story, David Telmose came up to me later. He says, just so you know, I did the same thing. Really?
I don't feel so bad.
Yeah. No, I don't feel so bad. So I'm hoping we didn't hit anybody while we're up there. But I think that was the first time I ever swung a golf club. Well, and I don't play that good today.
So like I said, I play every Thursday morning, and but I went and played this morning because I have a friend in town here, and her husband wanted to go play. He's a young cat, 34 years old. When he hits the ball, he hits it well, but he was having a hard time with this new driver that he had. I play with a set of pings. They're older series, but they're still just as good. And I have an original older ping driver. Well, this guy's got a $700 driver, and I'm like, I don't think I paid $700 for my whole set.
Yeah.
So he's having a hard time with his driver. So I'm like, you know what, just try my driver, see if it helps out. And he tries it, nothing. So I'm like, okay, it's not the driver, it's got to be you. He goes, well, wait a minute. He goes, try my driver and see what happens. I probably drove that ball 30 yards further than I normally do. My average is around 250, 270, somewhere right around there. Man, I smacked the shit out of this ball. He's like, man, he goes, you hit that really good. He made a comment about something. I said, he goes, oh, that was great. I said, no, it's not. He's like, well, why not? I said, because now I want a $600 fucking driver.
Yeah, I have to go explain this one to the woman.
But on a good note, I did come to find out they have a website called Play It Again, I think is what it's called, or something like that. But it's where they sell refurbished golf clubs.
That's where I got my set.
Yeah, so so Michelle and I were at Golf Galaxy last month. It was our son-in-law's birthday, and I've been talking about getting a new driver for a while. So I walk over there, just and I look at one. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. I pick it up, $714. Like, no,
Put
no,
your back.
I am not spending that. No. So I've been looking online, looking at them. The ones I like are between $500 and $700. So my buddy Derek tells me about this website. So I go on there, exact same club, half the price. I still don't want to pay that much for it, but I'm like, well, shit. If I'm gonna get one eventually, I'll just buy it off of there. And somebody's like, oh my god, you're gonna buy a refurbished golf club? I'm like, dude, I'm not Tiger Woods. I can give two shits if it's brand new or it's been used 500 times.
Right. That's
Not
no,
that
I'm
big.
telling you, dude. Played Against Sports used to have brick and mortar locations.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, we had one here in town, and that's where I bought my set. And my set, I think it's either Dunlap or Bridgestone. They're decent clubs. I mean, for me, but the driver I bought is a 10 degree. I mean, it's and it was like $75.
Yeah.
And so I told the guys, I said, look, because I had a couple of decent shots, I said, look, if I were really going to play, I'd go buy a decent driver, $200-$300. But I just don't plan to play. It's just golf. Listen, I understand how cats like you can go play every Thursday. I understand it. Golf has never really been my thing. I enjoy it when I do play, sort of. But you know what I really enjoy about golfing? Driving the cart. I
That's
just want to
right.
be a professional golf cart driver.
So I'm going
Yeah.
to tell you the reason why I got back into playing golf. I hadn't played for years, mostly because I just work all the time. But my lovely wife kept harping on me about you need to go have friends. You need to go do something. Because I'm either with her, with the kid, with what it's just always the girls. So I was do some work for a friend of mine owns a bar here called Sticks Tavern. Sticks Tavern down on Water Street. If you're ever in Las Vegas, Nevada, especially Henderson, check out Sticks Tavern. Best homemade food you'll ever have. Anyway,
The phone number is
yeah. So one of the guys they're working. They're always talking about golf. So I just started chit chatting with them, and they're like, "Hey, you should come play with us sometime." I'm like, "Okay." So I went and played with them, and it's been probably 3-4 months now. Every Thursday we go play about 6:30 every morning. So I have friends now.
that's and I have friends.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I wish maybe I'd picked up the game. Now, when Carol and I were first married, I used to go to the driving range all the time. Loved going to the driving range. Steve Mann, when he looks in later, somebody needs to ask Steve Mann about my golf cart driving prowess, because I pretty much tried to kill him, but thankfully he survived.
I think that was your guys' MO back in those days. So
Trying to kill each other.
kill the other, yeah.
Yeah, it was just the love we had for one another. It was love enough to try to kill each other.
That's right.
So, all right. So Uncle Ken's got, I know what your problem is. Lay off golf for a couple of weeks, then quit altogether. I think that's a good idea. The clubs are actually still out in my garage, out in the shop. And I think they're going to end up back out in the shed.
So my old set of clubs I gave to Ron Jr. They were Callaway XJ12s. So funny story, when I bought those, I was at an actual Callaway golf course, and I had some old rundown set of clubs, and I'm like, I need a new set. So I had a little change in my pocket, so I'm like, let's check these out. So they had a little sale rack, and I'm like, oh, how much are these? And he's like, oh, well, sir, those are last year's model. I guess my next question is, do I fucking care? I guess. So
Yeah.
I think I may have paid the most I've ever paid for golf. I think I paid like $1,100 for this set of clubs. But back in the day, they were
$1,100.
they were like the top of the line, whatever, And so I played with those forever. And then I got these pings were actually given to me by a client. And so Ron Jr. inherited a very nice set of Callaway clubs. So we are both very well prepared. I wish I was better at it, but I can just keep. It always reminds me of the Family Guy episode where he's out there playing with Lois, and Lois hits it in the water, and he's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Well, what?" He goes, "You're not supposed to hit in the water." "Well, you hit it in the water." "I know, but you're not supposed to." "Well, that doesn't make any sense. We're playing golf. We're having fun. Damn it, we're having fun. So anybody that plays golf regularly knows that frustration.
Well, and even those that don't play regularly, because I'm telling you, every hole we played that had water near it, my ball is just automatically attracted to the water. It is. It doesn't matter where it was. It's like, okay, where to go? The water. Okay. I think I lost 5 balls that day. That's all right.
Got to hold on to your balls, Mike.
Yeah. And they were old balls. Had a little age on them.
Balls hang low, do they wiggle to and fro?
Well, that's how long it's been since I played. I have to tell you, when I found them, I brought them in the house. I'm actually going through I have a really nice bag. It's an OGIO bag. So I'm going through all the pockets and shit, right? I have golf shoes that I completely forgot I bought. I mean, the new ones, not the old spiky ones.
Yeah.
I thought, gosh, I forgot I bought those. Well, when I tell you golf balls, I opened up where I knew they would be. There's 3 sleeves of brand new. I think they're Nike, either Nike or
87 version.
But they're still in the sleeves. And I'm thinking these things have got to be 3, 4, 5 years old, right? So when I finally had to break into them, they were so old that they felt gummy. They felt sticky.
Oh, and wow.
I played them anyway. I thought, the hell with it. If I'm going to lose them, I'm going to lose these guys.
Might ruin your game.
I lost 5. So yeah, there's, try to play with your balls as soon as possible. If you don't play with your balls, if you don't play with your balls soon enough, they tend to get a little sticky, and nobody wants to play with them after that.
That's a great thing about golf. There's just so many puns and innuendos that come along with it. Yeah. Like we were playing one day with the group of guys I play with, and I had left my wedge on the edge of the green there when I was putting, and he's like, "Hey, Ron, I'll grab your club for you." And I'm like, "Don't ever say that again to me."
Yeah. No. Ron, I'll grab your putter. Grab your putter.
You mind if I stroke your putter? Actually, I do.
Now, I did play when this just dawned on me when we lived in Jacksonville. The morning show team there, we would go, I think it was once a week. Mark McCumber owned a golf course just south of Jacksonville. And so we would go play his course. We'd play the back 9. And we were playing there one day, and I hit a decent fairway shot, but it was off to the right of the fairway. So I go walking to go play the ball, right? And I hear a sound I really have never heard before. And I'm looking around. I'm thinking, what am I hearing? And I don't know if it was Mike Dorward or who came up behind me, but we're both hearing it. And whoever was playing with us that day also came over because they could tell we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
My ball was sitting about 8 feet away from a clutch of baby alligators.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was cool and scary as hell at the same time.
Right.
Because the other guy that came up told us, dude, just pick up your damn ball, get the hell out of here.
Right.
Because mama's here somewhere.
Yep.
And it was just, I can't even describe the sound, but I remember thinking, I've never heard this before. But
that would have been me screaming like a little bitch is what the sound you heard.
Yeah, well, it was, never heard that one before.
Yeah. So one year or a few years ago, I was playing with a buddy of mine, Chris, and oddly enough, we're playing out in Boulder Creek where I play every Thursday. And there's this snake on the fairway. And Mike, if I said this thing was 10 feet long, I wouldn't be lying. and Ron doesn't do I don't do spiders and snakes.
Don't do snakes,
And,
baby.
yeah, I don't do snakes, man. And I'm standing behind, and Chris is walking towards it, and he's like, I got my camera out, I'm taking video of it. And I wish I could find it. He's like, dude, get closer, get a picture. I'm like, fuck you. I am fine right here. I don't care if that's the slowest snake in the world. I told him, I said, Chris, here's the thing, dude. I don't have to outrun the snake. I just have to outrun you.
That run you, dude.
And I
Good
know
luck.
I'm a lot faster than you are, so you go right on ahead. But yeah,
I'm not doing snakes, baby.
we do get a lot of wildlife out there. Like there's constantly road runners on the course, 3 or 4 coyotes you see out there because we tee off early, like 6:30 in the morning when it's still cool outside.
Where you golf? Is the golf course named Acme?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dude, so a couple of weeks ago, I'm pitching up about a 50, 60-yard pitch up onto the green, and there's a fucking roadrunner standing on the green right next to the pin. It landed about 6 inches away from this roadrunner. I've never seen a roadrunner jump. I didn't know they had such a great vert because that fucking bird went about 5 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And then he ran off. Ah!
Did you hear a meep meep when you left?
little puff of smoke.
Yeah. Pew! Don't worry.
Went to go get his,
Anvil
went to
will
go get his
fall on him
Acme
soon enough.
anvil. Went to go get his Acme anvil.
An anvil will fall on him soon enough.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
not on
That's right.
him. It'll fall on the coyote. What was the name of the coyote?
It was a Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote.
Amen.
All right.
I know my cartoons.
Well, that's good.
Awkward silence.
That's good.
Back
Ron.
to you, Mike.
God bless you, everybody. Oh my! I got nothing else.
He's frozen. No, he's dead.
I'm out of golf stories. Oh yeah. Well, this to you, pal. There you go.
Let me show you my wood. All right. Well, it's 37 after. I smell food out in the kitchen, which means it's time for me to go and eat. And plus, I have to get my rest. I tee off at 6:40 in the morning.
I have to go to bed as soon as possible. I can't wait for tomorrow to get here. You know why? Because I get better looking every day. Peace out, people. Peace out, people. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.